is just, she's giving nothing, okay? Brows are done, and I don't know how I feel about them. This is my problem brow, and she always is just thick and dark. It's nothing wrong with being thick and dark, but when it comes to my brows, like, girl. Anywho, getting straight into eyes. I figured out kind of what I'm gonna do. So for transition, we are going to use Cork, which is this single shadow right here. It's like a, just like a cool tone slash like neutral shadow. So I'm gonna use that in my crease for my transition, and then for the actual eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna go in with this 16 color what is this, smoky palette from Beauty Bay. If you're not on Beauty Bay, girl, you need to go get you some, okay? So I think I'm gonna do like a dark gray slash black smoky eye, or maybe like gray with a like fanned out wing liner or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, let's get straight into it, okay? Okay, so for the transition shade, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M504 brush. I don't know if they still sell this, but if they do, get you like 5. I'm gonna take this in my crease and just pat it in first. And then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just blend that upwards. And this is like the exact shade that I was going for. Oh, this is gonna come out so cute, y'all. So I'm gonna do one eye to make sure that I like it first. And then I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. Also, I'm filming short form. I'm gonna film on my other camera that's sitting right here for TikTok. So keep that in mind. This is exactly what I was going for. Okay. And I'm not gonna take any extra product on the brush. I'm just gonna start blending that upward toward my brow, but not all the way up to my brow, because I don't want my eye to look black. That makes sense. Or like raccoon eyes. Like, you don't want that. You still want that concealer to kind of peek through. I got diamonds doing just slashing both ways. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might miss the fight. Fucking not a all right, next we're gonna dip into this palette. I am taking a Miss A brush. This is a E127. I am going to go into this gray shade, Mountain, and I'm gonna put that in my crease as well, because I don't want to go in too dark first. I was gonna go in with shadow, which is right here, but that's a little dark, and again, I don't want my eyes to look like raccoon eyes. So let me just take that shade Mountain, tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna go back in where I initially put that transition shade at, and I'm gonna start right there. Y'all see that? Y'all see how it showed up like a little bit more bright than you probably would have expected, or at least what I expected. When the bass drop. I'm going back in with the Morphe M504 brush, and I'm gonna take some more of that Cork, just like a little bit, okay? And I'm gonna blend those two together. I'm blending right where they meet at so that I don't have like a harsh line. And you can go back in as many times as you need to blend the colors together. It's no really right or wrong to doing eyeshadow. Just make sure that the colors are blended so that when you are outside, you can't see like that line of demarcation in your eyeshadow, really in your makeup in general, but especially in your eyeshadow. And also when you take like pictures, you just don't want to be able to see the lines of like where you put each color. So that's why we go back and forth with our brushes, just to make sure that the colors are blending. Y'all, this is so cute. Like, I'm not even done yet. Next, I'm gonna grab a flat brush so I can put on a lid shade. I think that I'm just gonna go in with this color right here, which is shadow, and I'm gonna put that on my lid.
When the bass drop.
Okay, I like that. What y'all think? Cutesy? I think that's cute. The only thing is really like not dark enough for me. So let's put on some liner, but instead of just doing a regular wing liner, let's smoke it out. For liner, we're going to take a pencil liner so that we can smoke it out. This is from Ulta Beauty and it's from the brand Essence, or you can just use any black eyeliner that you have. For this look, it doesn't matter as long as you're able to smudge it out. So that's why we're using this pencil liner as opposed to like a liquid liner, because you can't really smoke those out after you put it on or it get messy. So I do need my mirror for this, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, so to smudge it out, I'm going to take this kind of like really small angled brush. This is from, I don't even know how to say that. This is from a brush set that I got from TikTok shop. So it don't really matter what brush you use. Just make sure that it's angled like this, or just something small. You can also use a pencil brush like this, but I feel like this one is smaller and more precise to get like that wing shape that I'm looking for. We kind of got our shape. We're gonna clean it up with concealer later, but I'm gonna take the same brush and actually clean it off a little bit, and then I'm just gonna dip into a black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to make it a little bit like thicker, make it a little bit thicker, a little bit more smoky, grungy, you know. So I'm gonna use Tattoo in that same palette, and then I'm just going to kind of trace over what I already have down and just make it darker. You see how like black that eyeshadow is? That's what you want, or at least that's what I'm looking for in this look. So we got that down, and then to do the liner on the inside of my eye, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this Sephora like felt tip liner. You can actually put eyeshadow on your whole eye if you want to. I'm not doing that just because I feel like it'll look better if I use a more precise liner. So we are going to go in and do that. And I'm gonna make sure that I keep it really, really thin because I want the focus to be on the outside of my eye. Both eyes are finished. I did the other one off camera, and I did go ahead and clean up the sides with concealer. You can just take like a skin tone concealer or your foundation and clean up. Jumping into skin, I am going to moisturize. So I'm taking this Embryolisse cream. This is so good. It's a little pricey. It is a little pricey, but it's really good. I did already put on sunscreen. However, I'm not going outside after this, but if you are doing your makeup and then you're going outside in the daytime, you need to put on sunscreen, okay? However, I'm just gonna use this, and then for primer, I'm gonna use this Refy primer. Not really one of my favorites. However, I don't use it a lot and I feel like it's going to waste. So since I'm not going outside, we're just gonna use this. For foundation, I am going to use a skin tint. Actually, this is the Milk Hydro Grip Gel Tint. I prefer skin tint over foundation. You can use whatever you want to use, but this is really good. And this is the shade 12. For cream bronzer, I'm going to do this Milani Cheek Kiss, and the shade is Spicy Season. Usually I would use my Juvia's Place one in Amber, but I can't find it, so this is the next best thing. I don't know, y'all. Maybe this is not the next best thing because I don't see anything. I'm actually going to use this. This is what I was talking about in the shade Amber. And I'm just going to go over what I did with the Milani one. That one is just like a shade too light for me, I think. So we'll go with this one. And this one you can also like barely see, but I kind of like it like that. I don't think that you need like a super heavy contouring color or bronzing color, but that's just my opinion. Like just enough. Like I can definitely see where I just put that. For blush, I'm gonna go in with a Danessa Myricks blush, of course. Duh. Usually I would go in with Prima Donna or It Girl, but because my eyeshadow is like this just full-blown gray, I don't want to do too much on the cheeks. I want the focus to be on the eye. So I'm gonna go in with Rose and Brunch. This is like a kind of like muted pink corally color. Is it coral? Y'all know what I mean. That's, oh, Danessa, girl. I like to take my blush and kind of just take like the excess that's on the brush and put it up underneath my eye. Just because I feel like it kind of mutes out some of that darkness. So then when I put my concealer on top, you won't see the darkness peeking through, if that makes sense. Then for my favorite parts, we are using Danessa Myricks concealers. This is a Danessa Myricks stan account, okay? I love her so bad. I knew that these were going to be good because it's Danessa Myricks. I didn't know that I was going to like them as much as I do because they are medium coverage. And I like a lot of coverage underneath my eyes, again, because I have dark circles. But these two paired together, like I used the darker one first. This is shade 13. I actually should have got 14, but whatever. This is shade 13. And then I let that dry. And then I put on 12 underneath my eyes just to give me a highlight. Phenomenal. By the way, this is a Jessup brush. This is a dupe for the Makeup by Mario E4 brush, I believe it is. I never had the Makeup by Mario brush, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. This side for the concealer up underneath your eye, I don't know what type of technology it is. When I tell you this is the perfect brush for under eye concealer, okay? You can get the same look that you can, I'm pretty sure, without breaking the bank. So if you want to try the Makeup by Mario E4 brush, but you on a budget, get this. I'll link it down below. And it comes in several different sets, so you can pick and choose if you just want this, or if you want it along with like a couple of their other brushes. They just have different sets, y'all. But I'll link this. This is so good. I actually need like 3 more because it's just that good. Like y'all see that? You cannot see the darkness in my under eye. And then when I put on this lighter, everything is just so good. The makeup is good. The Nasamyrix is phenomenal. The brush is good. While that's drying down, I am going to show y'all what I use to set my under eye. So I always go in with a pressed powder. This is something I learned maybe a year ago, and I've been doing like ever since. It just works for me as somebody who has fine lines on the under eye area. So I always go in and I set with this. This is shade 3. I will say that I only buy these during the Sephora sale when it's 20% off, because these are pricey, but they're so good. Like this Charlotte Tilbury powder is so good. Okay, so I use this to set first, and I'm looking around because I don't know what I want to use to set my under eye. I can do a pink powder, but I don't think I want to do that today. I think I want to use something peach. So for loose setting powder, I'm going to use these from One Size. This is Rich Peach and this is Ultra Peach. One is obviously lighter and then one is darker. I don't know. I think I want to use Rich Peach. I'm going to use Rich Peach. I feel like Ultra Peach is... I don't want my under eye to be too bright. Or do I? Let's use Rich Peach. Let's use Rich Peach. Let's use Rich Peach, okay? All right. So I think that concealer has dried down enough. So I'm going to keep a powder puff handy because I'm going to spread this out with my brush and then go right in with the setting powder, the pressed setting powder.
When the bass drop.
All right. And before I set that, I'm gonna go back in with my other side of the brush that has the leftover blush on it, because I just want to put back anything that I may have covered up with the concealer. And then I'm gonna go right in with this setting powder. I do one eye at a time because I have like severe creasing, so I got to get up on in there, okay? And do y'all see how flawless that looks? I'm really too good at this. Like, there's always room for improvement, but I'm really one of them ones, okay? That looks so good. This, oh, if the Nasamyrix was the only makeup line I could wear for the rest of my life, I would not even be mad. Like, I just need a few lip products, a brow pencil, and like some loose setting powder. I think she already has one, but I don't think she got like a peach one. If she came out with more loose setting powders and like a peach and a pink, what? Then I'm actually looking at this and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to use Rich Peach. I do want to go for a bright highlight, so I'm going to go in with Ultra Peach. I kind of just hate the way that these are set up. Like, they just are just so messy to me. I should have used the Huda Beauty Pink Pumpkin. I'll use this in another video because I haven't opened mine yet. We'll put that in some other video, but blow it off. If you're doing somebody else's makeup, by the way, you never want to, okay? That's unsanitary, but because this is my face, I'm gonna do what need to be done. You know what I'm saying? And then I also like to take my powder puff and kind of do like a reverse contour when it comes to my nose. I stopped trying to contour with my nose with cream bronzer because I just found out that every time I did it, my nose just looked ridiculous. So I stopped doing it. But this is how I get like that snatched nose look without having to like basically draw it on with bronzer. And I just like to keep patting this in until I kind of see that it's disappearing like that. And then in a minute or two, I will go ahead and dust it off. Also taking this Ultra Peach and setting the rest of the places where I put that concealer at. There's no need for me to put the press powder there because I don't really crease in those areas. That's just for my under eye, but do whatever works for your skin. All right, now I'm gonna set the rest of my face. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base foundation powder in dark 4 golden. Kind of like to stamp this in just to make sure that the product actually like clings to the rest of like the wet places on my face. If you want less coverage, you can kind of just dust over everything else, but this is how I like to do mine. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm just going to take the excess and just go like that and just kind of sweep it away. You don't really want to take like foundation powder and go underneath here because then you are going to basically just undo what you did with the light setting powder. Now, if you put on a loose setting powder that's way too light for you and you need to darken it up, then that's when you would dip into this and then go underneath your eye. But for me, I want to keep my under eye bright, so I'm just going to take the excess what's already on the brush from powdering the rest of my face and then just dust that away. And make sure that you're getting into those crevices, like the creases of your nose, and if you have any creasing around like your mouth, like your smile lines or whatever. I'm old, y'all, so I have to do that. I'm not old, but I'm older than a lot of people. I'm also going to go in and set my brows because I can already tell that they are moving. So I'm just using this e.l.f. What is this? e.l.f. brow laminating gel. I can't really say if I like or love this. It's kind of just like I have it, and I don't really do like the laminated brow look, so it's not really important to me that they are like stuck to my face all day, but they give me the hold that I need. So I mean, this gives me the hold that it needs, that I need. This gives me the hold that I need. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then for powder bronzer, I'm going to go in with this Morphe Glamour Bronze. This is discontinued, toots. Sorry, but I have been noticing that the Juvia's Place, I'm not going to say I've been noticing, I've been noticed. The Juvia's Place one is a little just too red for me. It's been too red. If they can make those bronzers and just not as red, that would be perfect. For blush, I still want to keep it blushy but muted, so I'm gonna go in with this Revolution Roxy palette. Honestly, y'all, this is so old, I don't even know if they still sell this, but it's so good. It's so good. This is very similar to Watermelon Bliss by House Lab. So if you get this palette, you can get this and all of these other shades. As you can see, I also like this one because I hit pan on it, and then whatever this was, I remember liking it, but I broke it, so there's that. But I'm gonna go in with this one for today's blush. Should I mix this one? Let's see how this one looks, and then if it's too bright, I'll add some of this in here. But and then for a nose contour, which is optional. Again, I'm going to take the other side of the brush that I used earlier for my eyeliner, and it's like this angled fluffy brush. I'm going to take the Juvia's Place bronzed duo in the shade tan. I would use dark if I was using it for my face, but because it's my nose and it's already kind of like lighter in the center of my face because of the concealer, I don't like using too dark of a powder because then it starts looking real crazy. So I'm just going to use the darker one out of the two to do like a light nose contour.
Wait. Yeah.
I also don't like to deviate too much from my actual nose shape because when I've tried to do it in the past, it just looks crazy. Like, it's okay to have a black nose, okay? I also have like a little dip in mine from wearing glasses for so long, but it's just something that I deal with. It's not that big of a deal, y'all. So whatever your nose shape is, if you want to contour it, go ahead and do what you do, but I suggest like not deviating too much from the actual shape of your nose because then it can get to looking really like crazy and just unnatural. I'm ready to set, so I'm using the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Setting Mist. I love this because this is more of like a wet spray, so it's basically going to melt all the powders so that you don't look cakey. So I'm going to take that, shake it up. That's all I need. That's literally all you need, okay? After that, I'm going to take the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Spray. This stuff is good. The first time I used it, I did way too much. Overdid it, okay? You don't need that much. But you definitely want to shake it. It has that ball inside to kind of make sure that the, I guess the powders don't settle at the bottom. So you want to make sure that you shake it every time before you use it. And then you only need like 3 to 4 sprays of this, okay? Unless you got a big face, use 5. But I'm gonna use 3 or 4. That's it. And then with this, because it does have powder in it, I'm going to flip my powder puff over. Excuse me. And then I am going to just tap it in just to make sure that that powder is settled into my skin. So this is the almost done face. So I added these Kiss So Wispy lashes, which are really, really good. I used to only wear these on my light makeup days, but they really go with any look as far as I'm concerned. And then I went ahead and did my under eye, which I never do because I feel like I never do it the right way. But this is giving like very like just dark and grunge, and I have a lippy in mind that I want to do, but I'm not going to do it until I go do something to my hair so y'all can see like my hair is just, she's giving nothing, okay? So give me about 25-30 minutes to do something with my hair, put a couple curls in it, get my lace right, and then we'll come back and we'll do the lip together. I am back. I hope that I didn't keep you waiting too long, but I am about to do the finishing touches. So I know that I said that this was not going to be like a blush focused look, and it's not, but I cannot help but to add a little bit of this Rosy Cheeks Extra Dimension blush from MAC. It's just so good and it's so pretty, and it looks like this. So it's basically like, it's a blush, but think of it as like a pink highlighter. And I'm just gonna like add that to my nose. Y'all, it's like so pretty. I just like to add this to like the tops of my cheeks. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but it's really pretty. Also, it's nighttime now, and clearly the lighting has changed, so I am sorry for that. Again, I think what I'm gonna have to do, y'all, is get me like some panel lights to go on the sides so that my background is not as dark as it is right now. But again, we'll figure that out. Now that that's done, ooh, For lips, I am going to do, I think I'm gonna do 2 lip combos and then we'll see which one we like better. So for the first one, for the first and second one, I'm going to use Coin Collector because that's my girl. And then I am going to use all of these products that I have here. So we gonna see which one looks better. And y'all let me know in the comments. So just muting my lips out and then I'm gonna line them. All right, for the first combo, I am going to do a brand new Stone lipstick by MAC, and then I'm going to use this darker lip gloss from About Face in the shade Play Hooky to line my lips. And then for the center, I am going to go over that Stone lipstick with the shade Adore Me, also from About Face. All right, so this is the first lip combo. I actually did not think that these colors were going to match this well. This was not planned. I bought these a very long time ago, and they just so happened to match the shades of my lip liner and lipstick, but chef's kiss, phenomenal. I think that this actually may be my favorite lip combo, but I'm about to wipe this off and then we'll try the second one and then we'll come back and see how that looks too. I line my lips again with the One Size Coin Collector, and then for lipstick this time we're going to use Blankety by MAC, and then I'm gonna do my liner again with this Play Hooky, and then for the center of my lips I am going to use Plastic Petal. Again, this was not planned. I bought these lip glosses so long ago and I'm just now opening them. I guess I really do like the same 2 lip combos. That's why everything is going together, but let's see what this one looks like. So this is the second lip combo and the final look. I don't know which one I like better, so y'all let me know in the comments which lip you like better. I think I'm about to switch back to the first one though, but both of them look really good. So yeah, I love this look though. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I will have everything linked in the description box as well. If I forget anything, please feel free to ask and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. Let me know what else you want to see. Until next time, I will see y'all later.